Hi, friends. So, as promised, recording one more video. So, just wanted to share something that happened with me. So, I was on a flight some time back, and the gentleman next to me, he appeared to be, very successful. He was dressed properly, he seemed to have, good etiquettes and very soft spoken, um, you know, and he was speaking very well. And then we got around introductions, and he said that he was an ex CEO of a company he had started, and he was the owner of a couple of startups he had created. So he had strong background in enterprising, and entrepreneurship and leading people, and so on and so forth. And then he mentioned that he is one of the partners in a leading organization, mm, which does work around some technology and creating customized solutions for people. So it's a leading company. So, seemed like a very successful person. And then he started saying also about various things he knows, and he seemed very educated, and that was great. And then we spoke for a while. I introduced myself. I mentioned, about my background, that I've been working for more than 25 years across various multinationals, in HR, and for the most part. And then I also mentioned how I had an accident many years back in which I had lost, almost everything. And although at that time I was a deputy general manager for a large multinational company, but then when I had my accident, it was as if, everything has been taken away from me. I had lost my eyesight, and truck had gone over me. I had underwent 33 surgeries, and life as I knew it had come to an end. And how I started sharing that how when I got to know about the art of living, and did some of the techniques that was shared, how my life has changed so much. And today I continue to work, and how life has taken such a beautiful turn, and I'm able to contribute as well. So that was it. And he also shared, how various things he knows, and so on, so on, so on. Then when dinner came about, so we were flying premium economy for Vistara. So obviously anyone who's traveling premium economy is pretty much, he has a little bit, financial stability. uh, and he said that he's, very successful, and so on and so forth. So I asked him that, are you, so I said, I teach people how to manage stress. I have lived a life full of stress even before my accident, but that time I did not know. And then when the accident happened, obviously life was very stressful, and now I teach people how to manage stress. That's what I do in my spare time, is uh, teach people tools to empower, manage their mind, and so on. And I had asked him that, do you have any stress? And he said, no, I don't have any stress. I was like, okay. Though it did not, sound, I mean, it's rare actually to find somebody who honestly actually is living a stress-free life, without doing any, practices of breath work or other things to manage and calm the mind for mental well-being. But when he said so I was like, all right, okay, must be. So when dinner time happened, and the air hostess serving, she came and she asked, so in premium economy you have a choice, you want to eat this or that. So I said I'll take the South Indian. So I preferred the South Indian. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat egg. I said I'll eat South Indian. That's it. And he asked her, he told her that I'll have this with this. So she said, that's really not possible. You can either take this particular meal or that, but you can't take some from here and some from there. So he got very irritated. And he started saying, no, this is what I want, can't you get me? And he started throwing a tantrum. But she said, no, unfortunately, that's not possible. So he just said, I don't want anything. And he put the tray table back and just folded his arms like this and sat down. So in my mind, I was thinking, this guy says he doesn't have any stress, but obviously he's so stressed out. I mean, this kind of a overreaction is the sign of a very stressed out person. So anyways, I was happily eating because actually what had happened is I was on a flight. I almost had missed the flight because I was coming from Bangalore, and it had rained a lot in the city. So when we had started, there wasn't a drop of rain, but suddenly midway it started raining, and torrential rain. So it took us almost 3 hours. We were just sitting in the cab, in the taxi, and our flight was at 6:45. We reached the airport at, much after 5:30 was actually, yes, 5:30 or 5:45 gates were supposed to close, and we had not even reached the airport by then. So somehow we knew, and that only a miracle can. Anyway, long story short, when we reached the airport, we had got to know that all right, the connecting flight itself is delayed. So the flight coming from Delhi is delayed, or Calcutta actually. So the flight from Bangalore will depart late. So like, oh, miracle. Anyways, in Art of Living say we believe in miracles, we rely on them actually. So it had been a long thing. So even it had been a long day, I'm sure, even for some of the other passengers, because of the rain, etc. So I thought maybe that's why the guy is so stressed out. So I was happily eating my dinner. Then sometime later, the air hostess again came and she said, can I get you something? And he got even more irritated, and he said, all right, I don't want any of this, you will get me the best French press coffee. So I was like, we are in the flying at some 30,000 feet, and so anyway, on board she got Starbucks coffee and served them. So the point that I'm trying to say is that they say that the quality of your life depends on the state of your mind. Just this morning I was giving an intro session to few people, and that was the topic. Now, how the state of our mind determines the quality of our life. Just imagine a situation where you have the best of everything laid out in front of you. You are traveling in reasonable amount of luxury. You have enough leg room. What more can one ask for? Yet the state of mind is such that one is not able to enjoy any of this. So herein comes tools to manage the mind. Herein comes tools to manage ourselves and really change the quality of our life. So I personally feel very fortunate that I have access to these tools. I have access to meditation, to Sudarshan Kriya, breathing techniques, that actually, even in the most stressful of circumstances, one is able to keep a smile on the face, keep a calm, collected mind. Even if something happens, at least one is not thrown off balance for too long. So I tell you, those of you who are still wondering what is meditation, why all these practices, are they really helpful, how can it help me in my life, I tell you, you should try it. If you haven't, and if you've been meditating, you've been doing your Sudarshan Kriya, I would just say, just continue doing it, because when situations will come in life that will throw all of us off guard, off balance. But when we have these tools, when we are able to utilize them, that is when we are able to actually come back to our center and actually then enjoy life. And when our state of mind is in our control, every emotion is linked to a certain breath. Just imagine, when you are sad, what happens to your breath? When you're happy, what happens to your breath? It changes, right? So simply by being able to work on the breath, if you can change your emotions, isn't that wonderful? And when you are able to change your emotions, what happens to your mind? Simply you've changed the state of your mind. You've become happy, you've become energetic, joyful. So I just wanted to share this. And and once again, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, PDTV8, so that you keep getting notifications whenever I record my next video. And yes, stay smiling, stay happy, and have a super week ahead. Today is Sunday evening, so just full of energy, enthusiasm. Tomorrow is Monday morning, right? Those of you watching this now, just know it's Monday morning. It's wow, it's a great start to yet another opportunity. So I wish you all the best, and stay connected. All the best. Jai Gurudev. See you soon with yet another video.